Hello everybody, my name is Elvinder Singh and my colleague
is Roman Kim.
And today we are talking about the Japanese culture, about Japanese animation
And Japanese art.
Made by Makoto Shinkai, and it's called Your Name.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Makoto Shinkai. Who is he?
Yes. Makoto Shinkai is a Japanese animator, director, screenwriter, and just perfect man who was born in the Nagano district in the 1973. Nagano is a very rural area in Japan with a lot of nature, with a lot of beautiful views, with Japanese traditional society. And Makoto Shinkai was very much impressed by his childhood memory of this place, which is very much reflected in his future works. When he grew up, he went to study in Tokyo, and it was a very sharp contrast between rural and urban area.
And it really reflects in his works. And he was born in the family of constructors. And he should be a constructor in the future, but he chose to draw and go to the Tokyo University, the literature faculty.
Yes, it's very many-dimensional personality, which is was firstly in construction sphere, but nextly to the literature, and finally he became a director.
And let's talk about the works of the Makoto Shinkai.
Yes.
The really recent ones and the most popular ones are the Garden of the Words. We will make a photo there. And Child of Weather.
Yes.
And Your Name, which
Yes.
we'll talk about today.
Yes, it's the object of our discussion. Let's shortly talk about the plot of the Your Name, please.
So, plot of the Your Name is about the love of two teenagers who are living in different areas, urban and rural, and how they get together by a natural disaster.
Yes. These natural disasters plays a key role in the movie. And overall there are topics such as growing up, finding yourself in life, and about the conflict between urban
and rural areas.
Yes. The whole plot was inspired by the tragic events of the Japan of the 2011, where there was a scary earthquake which killed more than 10,000 of people.
About 15 almost, so 15 take.
Yes, about 15. And Makoto Shinkai was very much impressed, and the idea of this anime was laid in this event. He wanted to kind of reflect on it, kind of change it, kind of make a happy ending.
But overall, it's about the political perspective, which takes a role in Makoto Shinkai. In the movie, it says about the vulnerability of Japan society, about the natural disasters, because Japan is a place where the tsunamis and the earthquake is a very popular.
Yes, it's very common in this area. Common. Okay, let's talk about the uniquality of the anime and why we choose it as the object, and why we don't, without any jokes, call it the piece of art, because it really is. I will talk briefly about the style animation, because typical anime is consisted of 3 layers. First layer is the backgrounds. It's usually detailed but very static. Second layer is the characters and the object which is moving, interacting between each other. And third layer is the eyes and mouth, which are animated the most. It's like the main focus of the viewer. But Makoto Shinkai was looking at this scheme and thought, it's not good that we just focusing so much on the eyes and mouth, because the world around us is very detailed. It shows a lot of texture, a lot of color. And he wanted to say, just screw these tactics, I will do it myself. And he decided to make so much detail into background. He wanted to make it so realistic, so detailed, and so kind of feeling like it's reality. And we will just show the collage about this comparison of the reality and the works of Makoto Shinkai, and we can say that it's from the first glance it even cannot be distinguished between the reality and the anime. It's very interesting how in Your Name you can pause literally in any moment of the anime, and it's like perfect background for your computer or for your phone. It's just magical. And so we did it and choose several frames from the Your Name anime, and we will just break down the piece of frame in the animation, which consists of maybe several hundred thousands of these frames, and it's very interesting and it's real astonishing. That's why we chose it. That's why we wanted to talk about it, how just one frame can be so detailed, so a lot of shapes, lines, and colors, and it's like all anime is about it. Okay, my colleague.
So let's talk about the shot. First shot, as we can see, you will see there. There's a boy who is looking on the shooting stars and the comet.
Yes, this is the comet is the main object of the anime.
Yes, and in this part, I found like the symbolism is my key point of every discussion and podcast also. So in this, we can see the boy is he's with inner self. He's watching the comet, and the comet can be sign of the new start, new life.
Yes.
And I think the Makoto Shinkai put himself in this boy because he also moved from the from rural to urban area.
Yes, yes.
And he can see the simplicity and the comet, how it's going. The shooting stars are really detailed. And there are so many shooting stars, it's a line work. Yeah. And also, it's a contrast with the city. The city is really detailed, as we can see. Each skyscraper, each building is greatly made, and the sky is perfect.
Yeah, it has a lot of lights, a lot of movement, and in itself, even in the static image, there's a lot of movement in this frame, because we can see the life of the night Tokyo. It's just in case it's the place. It's Tokyo, yes.
Yes, it's Tokyo.
Yes, we can see the nightlife of Tokyo. We all know that Tokyo is the megapolis with the millions of people, in life didn't stop any second, even at night. And Makoto Shinkai perfectly just showed it through his anime.
I also see the boy is quite lonely because it's a 10 million population, I think, or more can be.
Yes.
And he's totally one, and he's looking to this city.
Yeah, it's also big topic in the Makoto Shinkai work about the loneliness of every Japanese person and how we cannot find ourselves when we grow up in this place like where every role is already taken. There are 10 millions of people, and what can I do? What can I complement in this society? It's a really big topic and big question for not only Makoto Shinkai but everyone, even not only lived in Japan, in Tokyo. So it's very interesting and relatable.
It also reflects with the last discussion we had about the what place we have in this world, what we are changing. Yes. And it really reflects only in this work also.
Yes. We can see that the lines are very kind of not schematic or geometric. They're not straight. They are like curvy. We can see that it was driven with a big passion with the thin pressure of the pen.
The bold lines also.
Yes, it's bold lines. And it's very interesting how the comet and the forces of nature here not depict like something catastrophic, not depict like hell going down on Earth, but it's like beautiful, it's like gorgeous. When the person don't know about the plot will see this frame, he will like, wow, very beautiful sky, very beautiful comet. But in the plot, this comet will actually kill 500 people, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's very interesting how Makoto Shinkai describing and discovering about the topic of the nature, how it's powerful, how it's something beautiful, something magnificent. And it's very interesting how he looked at it.
Yes, as we can see, the part of the comet is breaking down and a piece of rock going straight to some place. But from the Tokyo, it looks like, wow, so as Roman said, wow, it's so beautiful. But in reality, as we can see, it was a disaster in the plot and it killed many people.
Yes, it's the disaster with the comet. It's fictional. It's a reflection of the earthquake in Japan.
Yes.
Just in case. Okay, let's go to the second.
Yes, let's go to the second shot.
Yes.
Oh, in this shot we can see the love.
Yes.
The boy and girl who have hands together,
yes,
looking at the comet.
I guess it's the promotional poster, yes?
Yes, it's a promotional poster of the anime.
It's not framed from the anime, but it's consistent of the frame of the anime. It's actually present in the anime, but it's just two separate frames, but for the promotion purposes they united it and created something new pieces of art, because promotion and the advertising is really going crazy, and it's like advertising becomes really pieces of art, and it's without any jokes and
graphic designers good day work.
Yes.
In this we can see they are on the top of the mountain looking at the sun going on, and at that same time they can see the night and day, the contrast.
The contrast, like rural, urban, boy and girl, night and day. It's a beautiful contrast.
Good mentioning. And the comet and the piece that break down from the comet and going straight
to the city.
Straight to the city, yes. Let's talk about the perspectives. What do you think? What this anime did in the social perspective?
As I saw, it's about the disaster. It's about the reflection about the disaster which happened in in Japan. So it's really interesting how Makoto Shinkai with his work put so many meanings, so many things. Like you said, comet may be perceived as something new, something modern, but by others it can be perceived boldly, like just natural disaster will kill us, something like this. And it kind of metaphorical in a way, because we all have our lives. We all have our day-to-day duties, our
routine.
Our daily routine, and on the background of our routine, there may be some big events going on.
And we just pass away these things.
Yeah. Let's switch from the Japanese perspective to the global perspective about this art.
So overall, it takes a big role not only in Japan, on overall world. First of all, it's the biggest box office in the world.
Yes.
Not in the world, in Japan. Sorry.
It has the biggest box office in the genre of Japanese animation.
Yes.
It's even moved to the second place, the Perfect World of the Hayao Miyazaki, Spirited Away, and now Your Name is in the first place.
And also it plays like social global role, because Japan may become popular because of the Makoto Shinkai's work.
Yes.
And in Russia there is a really funny thing that all anime who likes the anime, they are beaten. Yes. And
it's like they're marginals, they're outnumbered, they're crazy geeks.
yes. They don't like the anime, people who like the anime. Yes. And after this works, it's really changed the world. Now I think everyone watched at least one anime. I think. Starting from 2000s.
Yes, because...
And it shows the culture of Japan. Now I think after the BTS and Korean thing, it's the second or maybe first popular culture in the world now.
Yes.
So Makoto Shinkai did a great work and make the Japan great again.
It's a very good joke. Yes, actually, with works and with the authors like Makoto Shinkai and like Hayao Miyazaki, the Japanese animation just become a really big part of the pop culture. And it's not only dominated by the American Hollywood, the top charts, billboards. Now it's alongside with the Hollywood, we have the Japanese animation. It's just very interesting how the thing changed compared to things which they were before. So we will shortly conclude it that the Makoto Shinkai is the genius person who created masterpiece, visual masterpiece. And even if we don't like plot very much, we like the plot. We cannot say that the plot is very mind-blowing.
Say about you, I really like the plot.
Okay. I cannot say that plot is mind-blowing, but it's still very relatable about the people, about the teenagers, about the love. And my dog even agree with me.
Yeah, it takes a topic about natural disasters, which plays a big role in Japan.
Yes, and I just wanted to share at the end of our podcast about some visuals of the Makoto Shinkai, how it's beautiful. We will show you time lapses of his work right here on our faces. Thank you for watching.
まだこの世界は僕を飼いならしてたいみたいだ望み通りだろう美しくもがくよ互いの砂時計眺めながらキスをしようよさよならから一番遠い場所で待ち合わせよう た。昨日までは序章の序章で飛ばし読みでいいから、こっからが僕だよ。経験と知識とカビの生えかかった勇気を持って、未だかつてないスピードで君の元へダイブを。まどろみの中で生ぬるい甲羅に、ここでないどっかを夢見たよ。教室の窓の外に電車に揺られ運ばれる朝に、運命だとか未来とかって言葉がどれだけ手を伸ばそうと届かない場所で僕ら恋をする。時計の針も二人を横目に見ながら進む。こんな世界を二人で一生、いや何生でも生き抜いてゆこう。初めましてなんてさ、遥か彼方へと